Good evening, Marshall Marvels. This is Mrs. Price coming to you with your Monday message for the week of April 20th. Thank you for your patience as I worked out some technical difficulties and getting this out to you on a Wednesday, but better late than never, right? So this evening, I'm going to just take you through the information that you need to know for this week, and you can look forward to receiving this on Mondays from here on out, unless we have any other technical difficulties. I'm so pleased to be with you here this evening. Our quote for the week: education is the most powerful weapon for changing the world. That is by Mr. Nelson Mandela. Students, if you don't know who Nelson Mandela was, that's a project for you this week to go to Google and go to YouTube, learn about and listen to the wonderful Nelson Mandela, who really championed education for all people. So each week when I give my weekly address, I'll go over the important information that you needed to remember from last week, in addition to new information. So from last week, we had a great time celebrating our HISD Spirit Week. We had Move It Monday, we had What You're Reading Wednesday, we had Fine Arts Friday. We had a lot of fun last week posting and showing our HISD spirit, even though we weren't on campus. We also celebrated last week the launch of our campus YouTube channel. Many of you have gone over to our YouTube channel and subscribed. We are now over 100 subscribers and we're looking to hit 200. So if you know some friends or family members who haven't already gone over to our Marshall YouTube page and hit subscribe, please tell them to do that so that we can get those numbers up. On the YouTube channel, you will find lessons from your teachers, messages from me, fun PE activities from your coaches, and just lots of information that you'll be able to use during this time that you're away from us. We really want everyone to make it a habit of going to our YouTube channel every day and seeing what's new. Also last week, we did get official word that school is unfortunately going to be closed for the rest of the school year. We are just as sad as you are. We miss you. We miss seeing your smiling faces. We miss getting your hugs in the morning, but we want to make sure that we're safe. And so we're going to follow the directions and we're going to be out of school for the rest of the school year. Parents, many of you may have questions about summer school or how school is going to reopen. And we don't have all of those details yet, but as soon as we get them, we will share them with you on one of our multiple communication platforms. And we'll talk more about how you can stay up to date with the news a little later on in this presentation. For the new week, I want to really emphasize and congratulate those of you who have been logging into our online lessons. Your teachers have been working so hard to plan fun and engaging lessons and activities for you through Microsoft Teams and through the use of the YouTube videos. So we really invite you, if you have any technology at all, to connect with us through the online lessons. That is the best way for you to still get instruction while we are away from the school building. We know that many of you have picked up or received in the mail paper work packets, and those are great, and we want you to work on those. But if you can log into Teams or look on YouTube for the videos, you're going to get some additional information based on what your teachers have decided is important for you to learn. So please connect using the online lessons as much as you can. Speaking of the paper curriculum was mailed out from HISD last week. And each week, twice a month, HISD will be sending paper packets for students who are not able to access the internet or don't have technology at home. So if you have signed up to receive that, you should be receiving that in the mail. If you haven't received yours, please make sure that you let your teachers know when they call you. Our teachers are making every effort to call every student every single week, and that's your opportunity to tell your teachers that you haven't received the paper packets, or to let them know that you have and that you're working on them. For the paper packets, for safety reasons, we're really trying to avoid turning them in physically. So instead of dropping the packets off on campus, we're asking that our families use some scanner apps that will help you to submit the work to your teachers. Two options that you have are Photo Scan by Google Photos, and you'll see there on the PowerPoint the little logo so you can see what it looks like. You can go there from any smartphone and download the Photo Scan app, and it will allow you to use the camera on your phone to take a scan of your student's work and email it to your teacher. Another photo scanning app is called Cam Scanner. Both of these have been used by our faculty, by myself also, and I know that they work. So these are just two recommendations, but there are lots of options out there for you. You can also, of course, just take a picture and send it to your teacher via text or email. Those are your options. Our teachers do need to receive some examples of work from your students each week. And again, if you want to know exactly which assignments to turn in, that's what you will discuss with your teacher when he or she calls you each week. Finally, this week, we have already begun participating in our Baby Picture Challenge on Facebook. We're really trying to encourage our families to go over and join our Facebook page. And we've shared a lot of information over there, but we also have this week going on our Baby Picture Challenge. And basically that is several members of our faculty and staff, and I'm not going to tell you who, have given me their baby pictures, and I'm posting them up there for you to take a guess about who is who. We had some guesses yesterday, which was Tuesday. We have some new guesses up there tonight, which is Wednesday, and we'll have more pictures up on Thursday and Friday and maybe even Monday. So go on over to our Facebook page and try to take a guess about which of your teachers those baby pictures are for. We really, again, want to encourage everyone to utilize the Facebook page, and there'll be more information a little later on in the presentation about how you can get to the Facebook page. Each week during my weekly address, we'll be doing some shout outs to students. This week, we're just doing one big shout out, and that's to every student who's logging into Teams, watching your YouTube lessons, or completing work in the paper packets. We are so proud of you. Keep up the great work. It is so hard to make sure that students continue to learn while you're away from us. And the best way for you to make sure you're ready for next year is to make sure that you are logging into Teams, watching your YouTube lessons, and doing your work. And also that you're reading and doing your Imagine Learning every single day. Those are the things that are going to help to keep your brain sharp while you are in school, away from school. Speaking of Imagine Learning, we are launching a contest. So every student at Marshall Elementary has access to Imagine Literacy, Imagine Math, and for our bilingual students in kindergarten through second grade, Imagine Espanol. The students in each grade level with the most minutes logged for Imagine Literacy or Espanol for Imagine Math are going to receive a family movie night or family game night gift bag that I am going to deliver to your house personally. We will keep our social distance, so I won't be able to hug you, but I'll leave it for you and I'll get to wave hi from 6 feet away and congratulate you for a job well done. We'll be awarding the prizes for 3 different time periods over the next 6 weeks. So students in each grade level who have logged the most minutes for Imagine Learning and Math for the weeks of April 13th, that was last week, and through April 26th, that's through this week, are going to win the prize pack. Then we'll start over again April 27th to May 10th, and finally May 11th through May 24th. The grand prize will go to the one student, kindergarten through 5th grade, who logs the most minutes between April 13th and June 1st. That's our last day of school. The student who has the most minutes in Imagine Learning and Imagine Math altogether is going to win lunch and a movie with Mrs. Price once the movie theaters open again. You will also be able to invite 2 friends to come to lunch and go to the movies with you. This is just to try to motivate you and create a little friendly competition and see how you can get on and really work on your Imagine Learning, your Imagine Math. The Imagine Learning platform, parents, is a great tool for keeping your students on grade level or keeping their skills sharp. It's a great interventions tool for students who may need a little extra help. It's also great for students who are advanced to keep them advanced and keep them sharp. We really want students to spend at least 30 minutes every day on Imagine Learning. Yes, that includes Saturday and Sundays as well. So the students who get the most minutes, one student who gets the most minutes between April 13th and June 1st is going to win that grand prize. I'm looking forward to going to the movies and going to lunch with one lucky student and two of his or her lucky friends. As I close, I want to remind you that we are working so hard to provide you with the best possible support. And the people who are working the hardest are our teachers and our support staff. Our teachers and our teacher assistants and our office staff are really just going out of the way to make sure that our families have everything that they need. And so if you want to send a shout out or send a word of praise or a nice message to a teacher or a staff member who has done something special for you during these last several weeks that we've been out of campus, or you just want to acknowledge them for all of their hard work, you can use the link that's down at the bottom of the page. When you click on that link, you'll be able to leave a message. That message can be left in English or Spanish, and we'll make sure that we deliver that to the teachers. It always feels good to have your hard work recognized, and we have some of the hardest working teachers out there. Let's make sure we send them a shout out. As I close, I want to remind you that we have a lot of ways to stay connected here at Marshall. You can get information about our school from our campus website, www.houstonisd.org/MarshallES, through email at thurgoodes@houstonisd.org. We also invite you to join our Facebook page at facebook.com/Marshall Elementary and to follow us on Twitter at HISD Marbles. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we launched our YouTube channel last week. There is the link there. You can click on that and that will launch you directly to our YouTube page. If you don't have the link available, if you go to YouTube and type Marshall Elementary in the search bar, you will see the Marshall M, and that will take you to our page. Please subscribe and check out all the cool videos that we have from all of our teachers. Finally, we do have a campus class dojo. Many of you are connected already to class dojo through your teachers, but we do have one for the entire campus. If you're not already connected and you don't have the code to connect your child, you can send an email to thurgoodes@houstonisd.org with your child or your children's names, and then I will email you back with the code that you need in order to log in and connect. As I close, I want to share a message from the entire staff and Marshall family that we miss you. We really do. We have gotten so used to seeing your smiling faces in the mornings. You give us such great energy, and when we don't see you, it's really hard. So we just wanted to make sure that you know that we miss you. We want you to stay safe. We want you to enjoy this time with your families. But most of all, we want you to stay safe and make sure that you are reading every day, doing your Imagine Learning, and trying to stay up with your schoolwork while you're away from us. We love you. We miss you. Stay safe. And until next week, this is Mrs. Price signing off from Marshall Elementary. Have a great week. Bye.